Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Denise and today I'm going to be reviewing the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. I know this foundation isn't new. I've actually been using this foundation for almost 4 years. I started using it in 2016 and we are now in 2020. This is literally the only foundation I use and I repurchased this foundation like 20 times already. Maybe like 5 times already in the past 4 years. Yeah, I just wanted to review it because it is my favorite foundation. I love this foundation. Let me just start with that. I really didn't want to make this video today because I've been breaking out. My skin was breaking out and then it cleared up and then it broke out again. I'm like, what's going on with my skin? It's because I've been eating all this chocolate, but whatever. It used to not be a problem. But then I thought about it and I was like, you know what? This is the perfect way to demonstrate a foundation to you guys. So you guys can see how much coverage there is, what my texture looks like underneath. You know, the point of foundation is to kind of just like enhance your natural beauty, and right now I need to enhance my skin. Just to let you guys know, I already moisturized my skin with the Olay Luminous Whip Moisturizer, and this has SPF 25. I usually use this every day. And I'm gonna go ahead and start by using the Too Faced Hangover X Primer. I wasn't gonna use anything on my skin, but this is usually what I use whenever I wear foundation. I've been wearing this foundation for 4 years, so I would rather just show you guys how I like to use the foundation. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply some primer. I love the Too Faced Hangover X Primer. It's the primer that doesn't add on to my breakouts. Now that I've already applied my primer, I'm gonna go ahead and I like to use a drop of this. By the way, I'm using this in the shade Natural Beige. I do have 2 different shades of this because sometimes I do get tan. Right now I'm a little bit tan. I'm kind of getting over the little tan that I had. So I'm going to use 1/2 to apply it with a sponge and the other half with a brush. Alright, so here it goes. You guys know I don't like to apply foundation onto my nose because my nose, like foundation product in general, just tends to cake up on my nose, and I have like a sweaty nose slash upper lip area slash chin area, so I really just try to avoid putting anything on there. But I'm gonna go ahead, oh, and I actually don't use foundation on my forehead like ever, but I'm gonna go ahead and use some right now. It's probably gonna look light because my forehead's pretty tan right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply that onto my forehead. And you know what, I'll apply it onto my nose with the sponge. Beauty Blender is my favorite sponge, but I'm actually gonna go ahead and use the Real Technique sponge. So this is about how much foundation I would use. I don't know if you guys can see right now, my skin's texture looks crazy and I hate it. About to get personal, okay? You guys are about to meet me on a whole new level. Yeah, and this is about as much coverage as you're gonna get. Unless you want to keep piling on foundation, which I don't recommend it because once you start piling on foundation, it can crack on you a little bit. So this is as much as I would cover. It's not like full coverage. I would say it's about medium coverage. I'm gonna go ahead and using the Real Technique sponge. I used a new sponge just for you guys today. I'm just gonna apply a little bit more because I usually don't apply to my forehead and my nose, but today I am because I just want to show you guys. I don't apply too much under my under eyes either because I like having dark circles. Unless I'm doing a full face of like glamorous makeup, then obviously I'll cover them up, but I really like having dark circles because my eyes look really small when I cover them up. There's nothing wrong with having small eyes, but I just look really tired when I cover up my dark circles with foundation. Damn, my skin, I need like a facial, I need to sweat, I need to drink a bunch of water. I have a gallon of water that I drink out of. I haven't been drinking out of it every day. I've literally just been drinking a little bit of water, like little cups of water. Wow, I've been having a really bad skin month, I feel. Like, May has just not been it for my skin. But yeah, basically this is what the foundation looks like right now. It's not a matte foundation, it's kind of like a, but it's not a dewy foundation and it's not luminous either. To me, it just looks like skin. So this is what the makeup looks like right now. See, you can still see my blemishes. It doesn't look like a thick paste on my face or anything like that. It's also not a BB cream where it's like really lightweight. But yeah, this is just what my skin looks like right now. You can still see my imperfections, but it does enhance my skin. Like, I feel like that's the purpose of foundation, is to make your skin look more enhanced. Obviously I use more products underneath, like the moisturizer that I use, I feel like it does hydrate my face. If I would have just worn foundation right now without any moisturizer, my foundation would have been cracking right now. If I didn't use the Hangover X primer, it's a replenishing face primer. If I wasn't using it right now, it would be, guys, you would see something else. Not because of the foundation itself, it's just because of my skin right now. So I have the foundation on my nose, in between like my eyebrows, which I get a lot of like little like bumps if I use makeup there. I'm gonna apply one more layer just so that you guys see how much. Like already this is enough for me to use like for a full face of glamorous makeup, but I'm gonna go ahead and use another layer of this, and I'm gonna apply it with the beauty blender because I know that if I use the brush it's just gonna look scary. But I'm gonna go ahead and use, not the beauty blender, the Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge. Yeah, no, this is too much. Like you cannot overdo it with this foundation. Like one layer and a half is enough. Once you use more than that, your texture is really gonna come out. It would really intensify the texture in your skin and it would not look cute. Right now I look like I'm caking up my foundation. You could put on a very generous layer of foundation, maybe a layer and a half, and you can get away with it. But I'd say, just for me personally, once you add 2 layers and up, like it's really gonna look cakey. I think it wouldn't last as long. As the day goes on and your foundation starts to settle into your skin, it does break really gross. Like it'll really, like, any flakes or dry patches that you have on your skin will start to show. That's why I say, like, if you do have like a drier skin, do not put too much of this. If you have oily skin, do not put too much of it either, because once your skin starts getting oily and starts breaking up your makeup, it's gonna look really gross. So for dry skin, it will look patchy if you add too much of it. And if you're oily skin, when it starts breaking down, like, girl, bye. Like, you're gonna have no blotting sheet's gonna save you that night. It's my favorite foundation because I love adding a sheer amount to it. I'm very content with the shade, and it has enough coverage for my day-to-day. When I'm not breaking out like this, the coverage is great, you know what I mean? It doesn't look like I'm wearing too much makeup. It doesn't look like I caked my face. It doesn't look like I'm trying too hard to just go to school or go to work or go to the grocery store, you know? It's a very natural looking makeup. I usually set it with the Makeup Forever Ultra HD setting powder. I'm gonna go ahead and set it right now. I'm actually gonna go ahead and finish my whole makeup. I'm not gonna add concealer though, because I really want you guys to see the texture of my skin after I apply this, and then we'll go from there. Also, I really want you guys to see the texture of my skin right now. I just dropped this. I really wanted you guys to see the texture of my skin right now with the second layer. Like this I would not do, because as you can see, my skin is pretty dry, like on the perimeters of my face. Even at my T-zone my skin is dry. Like, what is going on? What do I need to do? Like, did I go get a facial or something? I don't know. But yeah, like it really does. Like, you can see all my pores, all my little smile line, my dimple. My dimple looks weird. Damn, you can really see my pores. Look at my under eyes. So let me go ahead and set this makeup so I can show you guys what that looks like. Guys, so I finished the rest of my makeup. I didn't add any blush, any contour, any highlight, nothing. Just setting powder, and that was it. I didn't add any sprays, no concealers, nothing. I just have some eyeshadow, some mascara, I did my eyebrows, and I put on the lipstick, and that's it. But face wise, all I did was added the setting powder, and that's it. So this is what my face looks like right now. It actually, if we get a little bit closer, I love the setting powder that I use because it really just helps a lot. This is what my texture looks like right now. Go ahead and show you guys the other side. You guys are wondering, no, I don't contour my face. I don't know why the perimeters of my face are darker than... I've always had like that random natural contour line. It's only on this side. Maybe it's a birthmark. No, it's definitely not a birthmark. Let me stop. Yeah, that's what we look like right now. We're not greasy. We're actually a little bit matte. So, not matte, but like a natural matte, you know? You guys can use whatever powder you want. I like using setting powders. And yeah, you guys can see my mustache. Like, let's be real, I don't get my mustache done. I would like to someday, but I don't know, I don't want it to grow back weird. I don't know if you guys can see my smile line or like my dimple. You guys can definitely see the texture in my face a little bit. especially here and my nose. That's why I don't put anything on my nose or in between my eyebrows. Like this little area right here, it starts getting oily during the day, and it's like a little army of like little balls on my face. It's weird. I don't like it, but there's that. I will be making a video and then I'll come back again soon. I'll come back in about like 4 hours. So BRB. Okay guys, so we are back. It has been about 8 hours since I put on this foundation, and let me tell you, I worked out. I was dancing. Like this was not intentional. I do not like exercising with makeup on, but I'm wearing normal clothes. Like I just started dancing and I started sweating. Like this is me after sweat. Yeah, so right now, I mean, look at my eyes. They're pretty red right now. I'm tired. It's like almost 2 in the morning. What my makeup looks like, it doesn't look too bad, but it obviously doesn't look fresh because I've been dancing and sweating and blotting my face as well. Here you go. You can still kind of see, you can see my acne a little bit more than when I first applied it. But I really liked how my makeup looked today. It was a good makeup day. It was a bad skin day, but it was a good makeup day. I don't know. Or maybe it's just because I haven't worn makeup in a few days. I don't know. My lipstick is cracking. I've already reapplied it twice. I think 8 hours is a really good amount of time to, you know, especially if you're not going to be sweating and all that stuff. Like, it's a good amount of time. The makeup does look great. It's not too expensive, but it's also not the cheapest. I mean, I believe it's within like the $32 to $38 range. But Too Faced is a little bit on the higher end. It's not quite luxury, but it is on the higher end of makeup. So I think the price is not too bad. I mean, I've purchased it so many times before. I'm not really complaining about the price. I definitely think it's worth it. And doesn't really, it's not a product that adds on to my breakouts. That's another thing. When I used to spend money on like drugstore foundation and everything, it would be great. I like the Maybelline foundation, but it would break me out every now and then. Like, I mean, I don't know, it just depended. I like that I can trust this foundation to wear on the daily and not have to worry about myself breaking out because of the foundation. So yeah, obviously I do think the Too Faced Born This Way foundation is a great foundation. That's why I've been using it for about 4 years, and I really haven't tried any other foundations ever since because I was so satisfied with my purchase that I just didn't really care to go out and look for another foundation. To me, this is my holy grail foundation. So I haven't bought another foundation ever since. I've never tried any other foundation since 2016. Which is crazy to even think that it's been that long. I've just recently bought new makeup. I can't wait to start trying out different foundations. I still love my Too Faced Born This Way foundation, but I mean, I feel like it's time to like just explore a little bit more. I'm very content with my Born This Way, but I want to switch it up every now and then, see the difference. Maybe like a lighter weight foundation or like a heavy full coverage foundation. Like, what even is that? I don't even think I've ever tried like a heavy full coverage foundation. Like, I think this is full coverage enough for me. Otherwise, I don't know why, I just think that I've never tried a 100% full coverage foundation. I just feel like it'll look so heavy and thick that it'll just look cakey on me, but I don't know. I've never tried it, so we will have to see. So if you guys are interested in seeing some more like foundation try-ons, let me know in the comments or anything. Also, I made a new Instagram. I'm always making a new Instagram because, girl, I can make a video about why I make new Instagrams. Yeah, I have a new Instagram. I'm gonna go ahead and link it down below. But yeah, guys, that pretty much concludes everything for this video. I hope you guys liked it, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.